been several months since we have been able to gather together in this space for you to sit in these pews and for us to worship together. And while we're not quite there yet, we might not be there for some time, the session and the leadership of the church continuing to look for ways for us to think faithfully about how God is calling us to worship in the midst of a pandemic. Throughout all of this, the session has been guided in its decision-making by Christ's greatest commandment, which says, first and foremost, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And second, love your neighbor as yourselves. This for us means that we need to continue to care for the health of our community, for the health of one another, and for the health of ourselves. With this in mind, we are still going to have and hold our virtual worship space. We are working to provide a quality virtual worship space, one where we can see each other and engage with one another. But in addition to that, this week we are going to try something new. We are going to open up our virtual gathering space, and we are going to invite you to gather with us outside for some outdoor in-person worship. This gathering is going to happen at Charlie Ashton's house, on his property in his side yard. Charlie's going to walk us through what this Sunday could look like. Let's take a listen.
Hello HPC, here we are on West Broad Street. You know the stretch, our church is right down that way, and this is where I live. And this is where Demi and I are so excited to have you come, and those who want to, come and worship on our side lawn this very Sunday. So just to give you a rough idea, you're going to park on the street, just how it's going to work, and then you're going to walk up this driveway. Okay, there'll be ushers to explain, make sure you feel good about things. By the way, if you don't know the address, it's 123 West Broad. And also I should say my beautiful wife is my camera person. And as we do this, there's still some sticks. I'll pick up these sticks, don't worry about that. But I'm not going to pick up these sticks. I got to get the chainsaw out later for that. If anyone needs some exercise. That wasn't from the recent storm. Anyway, here we are back. We're walking up the driveway. Your usher is helping you to a place to sit in the lawn. Okay, so here we're walking. And if you glance to this direction, I'll show you roughly. This is where Melissa will be roughly. You'll be here preaching the word this direction. Okay. You will not go there. You will continue as your usher helps you. You will walk this way. Keep walking this way. Don't get tired. Don't flag. Flag. We're going to be using flag. Then, at the indicated spot, which is not yet indicated but will be, we're going to cross into the grass. Here we go. We cross into the grass. At this point here, Melissa will be here. I will be over there. And there will be lots of little squares for people to sit in. Let me show you one sample square. So, at this point you'll be walking in the lawn. There'll be well-marked aisles. Walking in the lawn. And there'll be an aisle. You'll walk down the aisle, and you'll find your very own square. There are many different colored squares coming by the magic of Amazon that aren't here yet, but will be here before Sunday. Just to demonstrate, today we have 4 American flags. You will then go into your square and get comfortable. Put your blanket down, your chair down, and again, your ushers will help you find your way. Oh, and the bugs are bugs, nature's creatures here. I don't even know what that one is. And here we will all be, spread out across this lawn. There will be speakers, so hopefully you can hear well enough. And I think that's all the information you need to know right now. There's far more information in the email, but that's how it's going to work. But ushers will help explain it all, and you'll get your own little 6-foot by 6-foot area. And I think that's all there is to it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see you all on Sunday.
If you choose to worship with us on Sunday in Charlie's side yard, I just want to remind you that masks are required and that you might want to show up a little bit early to get parking on the street or to walk up with your chair or blanket that you have brought from home and to set yourself up in your square at the direction of our ushers. I also want to say that if you choose to worship with us virtually over Zoom like you have been for the past couple of months, that's a really great decision. And that's a decision that we fully support. Both spaces are spaces where our community is going to come together to worship God with one another. That being said, things can go in unexpected ways, so whether you're worshiping with us virtually or in Charlie's side yard on the grass, we ask for your patience as we figure out, once again, a new way, a new few steps on this journey towards what it means to worship with one another in the midst of a pandemic. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you either on the screen or in the grass.